So is it true that gangs are inside of the Roosevelt Hotel? This is me confronting a group of Venezuelan migrants who are potentially dangerous gang members of the gang Tren de Aragua outside of the Roosevelt Hotel in New York City. The Roosevelt Hotel is a government-funded migrant shelter for migrants to live once they cross the U.S. border and find themselves in New York City. It has been said that now the Roosevelt Hotel is the center for this Venezuelan gang to operate and recruit new members. And some of these new members are as young as 11 years old. These young gangsters call themselves the Devils of 42nd Street. In this video, I will take you into the heart of this dangerous migrant crisis that is plaguing the city, and I will be visiting many of these migrant shelters. I will be speaking to the migrants themselves, revisiting the infamous Roosevelt Avenue, and once again, I will confront the potential gangsters outside of the Roosevelt Hotel. You work in security. I just have one question for you. Is Tren de Aragua inside of the Roosevelt? Is Tren de Aragua inside?
I don't got no answer for you.
I got a question for you. Is Tren de Aragua inside the Roosevelt Hotel?
So what?
Is Tren de Aragua inside the Roosevelt Hotel?
I don't know what's that.
The gangs? The Venezuelan gangs? You guys not heard of the Diablo on 42nd Street? The 15-year-old?
Just work here, bro. That's it.
And right here is a van that's dropping people off here into the Roosevelt. So people are still coming into New York City every week, every single day. Around 1,000 more are coming in every single week here inside of New York City. And these people just got dropped off by a van, and now they're gonna get housed here inside the Roosevelt Hotel. This family just arrived, just like that. They open up the gates and they let the family right on in, and now they're gonna get put into the shelter system, and that is just how the process starts. And you would think if they had just crossed over the border, they'd be coming with little equipment, but no, they're coming with luggages full of clothes and other stuff for them to live inside these hotels. After being denied by security, I went to the back side of the hotel where the migrants that live inside the hotel hang out. This is the back side of the Roosevelt Hotel, and this is where things get a little bit out of control. This is where a lot of the gang members hang out, and they just hang around, and you can see people here selling food, everything like that. Here on these streets, people are buying lunch and everything like that here as well. ¿Cuánto tiempo ustedes llevan aquí en el Roosevelt? Cámara, ¿no? ¿Y ustedes cuánto tiempo llevan aquí en el Roosevelt? Oh, okay. Yeah, so a lot of these people aren't speaking for whatever reason, but they just sell their food outside here. Do you guys think these people right here, over here, do you think they're Tren de Araguas? Tren de Aragua, the gangs? Do you know if gangs are inside of the Roosevelt Hotel or not? No? So,
Ask somebody else.
would you say the news is lying then?
I don't know.
Keep on moving through here, see if any of these guys over here will talk to us. I went over to the group of military-age males that were just hanging out on the side of the hotel who looked a little bit suspicious. Si alguien tiene un momento, estamos haciendo un video. ¿Podríamos hacer algunas preguntas?
Él canta una canción llanera.
Canta algo.
Miren la requete linda, parece un cielo estrellado. Con usted quiero tener un matrimonio planeado.
Vinimos aquí para hacer algunas preguntas y queríamos ver si las noticias están mintiendo y queríamos preguntar a algunos de ustedes algunas preguntas. Nobody would answer my questions, and out of thin air, a teenager who lives inside the shelter came out flashing all sorts of signs. Yeah. ¿Cómo está? Quédese aquí. Ven acá. Necesitamos la verdad de algunas preguntas que están diciendo en las noticias. Okay, usted? We're gonna ask this guy some questions. So is it true that gang members are living inside this hotel right here? ¿Es la verdad o es mentira?
Mentira, son mentiras, son pura mentira. Por ahí no hay nadie, por ahí no hay nadie. Bueno, que yo conozca así, que tengo entendido en las noticias, por ahí no hay nadie así. Eso es mentira.
Ya, voy a hacer algunas preguntas a él. ¿Usted vive aquí en Roosevelt? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué no? Why does nobody want to talk to me out here? Oye, necesito a alguien para contestar mis preguntas. Alright, so these guys don't want to talk to me. The more I tried to talk to these migrants, the angrier they became. Okay, no necesario que viven aquí, solo necesitamos a alguien para... No quiero ningún problema. Alright, they're yelling at me if I want any problems. Alright, they're getting a little angry right now. No quiero nada. Okay, don't want any problems here. No quiero ningún problema. Hey, El, ¿qué tal? ¿Usted vive aquí en Roosevelt? Ya. Y nosotros hemos escuchado en las noticias. Queremos Oh, wow, mira, mira. Vimos, no sé si usted vio las noticias la otra día, pero dijo que hay un chico que tiene 15 años aquí que se llama Diablo de 42. ¿Ha escuchado algo de él? ¿Sí o no? Amigo, ¿puede contestar algunas preguntas? Queremos saber la verdad.
Sorry, bro. I don't know speaking English, bro.
Oh, yo hablo español.
¿Tú hablas español?
Sí, obvio.
Yo no hablo español tampoco.
Okay, I speak English. So, is it true that gangs are inside of the Roosevelt Hotel? ¿Es la verdad que bandilleros están adentro?
I don't speak English, bro.
Oh, ¿es la verdad que bandilleros viven adentro de Roosevelt? ¿O no? Ah, ok. No quiere... Estamos... ¿Está bien? Cuídense, amigo. Que lo vaya bien. I don't think those were the greatest questions to be asking people on the side of the Roosevelt. They were getting a little angry with me. And because of New York City's sanctuary status, migrants are protected by law, and for that reason, these gangs are recruiting young teenagers to carry out some of their operations. For instance, the 15-year-old who is the main devil on 42nd Street has been arrested 11 times and released each time because of New York City's sanctuary laws that protect migrants. That is why these young teenagers are perfect for recruitment by these gangs like Tren de Aragua, because why would you risk getting in trouble if you can have a 15-year-old carry out the gang operation for you and not even get a slap on the wrist? I'm pretty sure when I asked the kid about the 15-year-old, the devil on 42nd Street, that might have been the devil on 42nd Street because he did not look at me with any good intentions. I honestly wasn't sure whether or not he was going to throw a punch or whatever, because the other guy on the other side also was yelling, "If you want any problems, stay here." And I said, "I don't want any problems," but I wanted some answers to my questions. But time to get out of the Roosevelt Hotel, and now we're going to Roosevelt Avenue, where these same gangs, Tren de Araguas, is also running their operations here in New York City. This is an avenue that I have been on before, and I was actually kicked off the streets by groups of pimps and prostitutes when I started asking a few questions. This avenue right here has always been a place where a lot of migrants have came to. However, with the influx of migrants these past few years, it has become one of the central points for migrants to hang out and to live around this area. It's very hard to find people here that even speak English. You don't even feel like you're in America, not just because of the language barriers, but because of the flag. You don't even see American flags, you see flags of Colombia, Nicaragua, Honduras, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic. You see a lot of flags, but you don't see very many American flags. So it's kind of a place where you don't feel like you're really in America. But we're gonna go talk to some of these people. And on the news right now, they're saying that the gangs control these areas and this prostitution and other crimes are running rapid in this area. We're gonna talk to some of the locals here and some of the migrants here and see what's going on here.
For the few years, the police now, they don't have the power to do anything, because everything is police abuse, everything is, it's no control. Every immigrant, they do whatever they want to do, no matter what.
What illegal activities are happening here on Roosevelt Avenue?
Like in Roosevelt Avenue, you can find anything. It's like we say in Chinatown. Over here, you can find everything. You need social, you get social. You need green card, you get green cards.
Really? People are buying
drugs,
green cards?
Yeah, you find green cards, social securities. You have many people in the streets say,
And how's the prostitution on the street?
Well, the prostitution was very clear because they are in the front doors like Chinese girls, short skirts. So they offer you massage, but you go inside, this is prostitution. That's it.
And so how these brothels work is they have people outside soliciting free haircuts, free massages, free nail salons, and so then that way it looks like they're doing honest business. And I wouldn't doubt if they do have sections where they are doing honest business, but then they have separate rooms. Typically, what I've heard is the upstairs is then where they take the clients, and that is where the prostitution and the work of adults begins. And how have you seen Roosevelt Avenue change over these past few years?
It has got. Can you get my back, please?
Yeah.
Thanks. It's changed crime-wise. It's gotten worse. There used to be a lot of prostitution on Roosevelt Avenue. They got rid of it for a while, but now it's back. It's back more than ever. The crime. You can see people selling on the street items that they stole from the store they're selling in front of. It's really horrible, and it's a place where Jesus Christ needs to be preached. It's a place where God is needed desperately.
Yeah, why do you think crime's able to run so rampant here?
I think it's because of the misguided leadership we have in this country and in this state and in this city, really. I don't know about any other city, but I know in this city it's a misguided leadership.
And what percentage would you say are undocumented illegal
I
immigrants
don't
here?
know. I don't know. I know there's more than ever. I know there's more than ever. And if they're going to come into our house, they need to abide by our rules.
We
You know?
there are criminals here. We know there are gang members. Trinidad Araguas is here.
Yeah.
What kind of crimes are they committing out here?
I know that they're doing a lot of they're bringing back a lot of the drug sales, the prostitution probably. I'm not really sure, but I know that they're trying to gain some ground in this town.
Or what happens, do you think, if Donald Trump starts to try to deport these illegal immigrants? What's going to happen here in places like Roosevelt Avenue?
It's gonna be a scene, man. It's gonna be a scene. It's gonna be quite an uproar. There will be people scattering. I don't know how exactly he's gonna do it without violence, but I wouldn't go out on that day.
It looks like the police have just arrived here to Roosevelt. Looks like they're about to do a sweep right now. We're going to hurry and run over there and see what's happening. The police just showed up and they did a little sweep and they just walked by these people. All of a sudden, everyone just starts throwing all their stuff inside these bags because they are literally selling stuff outside of these stores where they're also stealing the stuff. Not all the stuff is stolen from the outside of these stores, but a lot of stuff is, and these people obviously know they cannot be selling here on the streets without permits. What they are doing is illegal, and so when the police come by here, they hurry and throw everything inside these bags and get out, as they're not trying to get caught for selling illegally here on the streets. The police literally did a sweep right there on that corner. You can see the police lights right here, and so the people picked up their stuff, and now they have moved literally just to this corner right here. They literally moved 1 block. What can you tell us about the gangs that are here?
Well, you got like there's the regular gangs from like the MS-18, but now you have more of these Venezuelan gangs. Like you hear pockets of crime, here and there, but not as prevalent as in like other locations throughout the city. So.
Yeah, would you say that gangs do have a lot of control here inside this area? We know there's the bosses you're saying.
Yeah.
Like those gang members are obviously running those, correct?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you got like a lot of the Colombian gangs, like that's been around for a long time. They have control of a lot of the prostitution that happens, behind the scenes, and but that's always been like that, especially with drugs in the old days as well.
What are the Venezuelan gangs doing here?
And now it's just like a new entrance, right? It's the Venezuelan gangs that are coming in. So now there's going to be a competition behind the scenes. So, but that's, I guess, more to come.
We were just on a street corner. The NYPD came up. They didn't even talk to the people that were selling. They just showed their presence. The people packed up their bags, and they literally moved to the next corner.
Yeah, and yeah, like I said,
do people even fear the police here?
Yeah, the main thing is that they'll enforce it, kind of like for the cameras for a little while, and then from there, the people already know that the next day they'll be able to open up shop again and just continue doing what they're doing, BAU.
After the Roosevelt Avenue, I headed to one more migrant shelter to talk to a few more migrants to see if they had anything else to say about the gangs in New York City. Should people be worried about Trinidad Araguas here in New York City?
Claro, hasta yo. Sí, hasta yo tendría miedo a esa pandilla o gangas, no sé cómo le llaman.
Yeah. And what would be your warning to people? ¿Y qué sería su advertencia?
Alejarse, no hacerle caso, alejarse. Sí, y el gobierno debería hacer algo por eso.
Yeah. And do you believe the government is doing enough to take control of these gangs?
Un poco.
We know that some of these migrants, because here is a sanctuary state, that they can get arrested because they is a sanctuary state. They are then released the next day, and they don't really get held accountable for the crimes. ¿Usted cree que esto es justo?
Eso no es justo, deberían deportarlo. A esa gente que viene a hacer maldades aquí, inmigrantes como yo, deberían de sacarlos. Tienen que limpiar, sacar a esa gente mala, dejar a los buenos.
And what kind of crimes do these gang members commit? ¿Y qué tipos de delitos hacen estos criminales?
Acá más que roban, los chicos en la moto roban.
Yeah.
Hasta yo tengo que cuidarme.
Do you believe that there are gang members inside the Roosevelt that are recruiting more children to be part of the gangs?
Sí.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Please consider subscribing, give this video a like, and I will be reading your comments down below. This is Nick, and I will see you next video.